Hello students, welcome to the lecture on brands management, and after this lecture we will be able to learn the following objectives: understand brands, discuss on branding challenges, describe brand sponsors, discuss about the brand building tools, explain the brand strategy and brand asset management, define brand equity, brand auditing and repositioning, explain the term packaging and labeling. Let's start with a brief introduction. Brand represents the intellectual and emotional associations that people make with a company, product, or person. While the word brand is often used more generally and in a qualitative way, the essence of the brand lies in each of our unique, subjective interpretations in our understanding of the brand, which is guided by cultural context, interactions we have had with, and about what we are evaluating, and our own personal conception of the world. Let us now discuss definition of brands. Any brand is a set of perceptions and images that represent a company, product, or service. A brand is the essence or promise of what will be delivered or experienced. Brands have a wide range of uses for businesses, products, and individuals in today's dynamic marketing landscape, where publishing and message distribution are no longer limited to media entities. Let us now discuss the branding challenges. The battle for a share of the consumer's wallet and cutthroat competition for every bit of market space has resulted in search for a powerful weapon that delivers sustainable competitive differentiation. In the beginning itself, it is of great relevance to quote Philip Kotler, marketing guru, about his perception on brands. Branding is expensive and time-consuming, and it can make or break a product. Distributors and retailers want branded products because brands make the product easier to handle, hold production to certain quality standards, strengthen buyer preferences, stimulate repeat purchases, facilitates promotion efforts, makes it easier to identify suppliers, and stabilizes market share. In branding, there are two extreme errors. One is to create a fixed brand image to be used everywhere without exception. The other is to change the meaning of the brand in every market. Let us now discuss brand sponsor. Increase business exposure to specific markets by sponsoring local or national events. Brand sponsorship allows us to increase awareness of goods and services in an atmosphere of fun. Step 1. Create a list of local and national events such as concerts, conferences, tournaments, races, and large parties or galas that align with our company brand. Step 2. Choose events that appeal to the target market or those most likely to purchase the goods and services. Step 3. Contact event directors to discuss sponsoring the event. Ask about setting up a booth at the event to give away product samples and information. Step 4. Add information about sponsorship events to website, television, print and radio advertising campaigns. Let us now talk about brand building tools. What is internal brand building? Internal brand building is an emerging practice when put in the broader context of the discipline of brand. It is not complicated. It is just new and different for most brand professionals, since its success depends upon extending brand beyond the marketing department. Connecting employees with customers. Internal brand building is the employee engagement process to focus employees' attention and behaviors on consistently adding value to customers. Using the power of brand alignment. Brand has now become the universal language that describes the unique relationship the organization has with its customers. There are three unique aspects to the power of alignment process that deliver sustainable customer-centered employee engagement. The innovative alignment of personal brand to the organization's brand creates a clear and powerful platform for employees to determine how their connection with the organization enables them to contribute to make a difference with customers and fellow employees. The use of the congruent learning models of brand, personal and business creates a quick and effective understanding of brand as the organization's framework for connecting with customers. The personal development activities embedded in the training portion of the process leave employees with a very positive feeling about themselves and organizational development. Let's now discuss brand strategy. Developing a brand strategy can be one of the most difficult steps in the marketing plan process. It is often the element that causes most businesses the biggest challenge, but it is a vital step in creating the company identity. The brand identity will be repeatedly communicated in multiple ways with frequency and consistency throughout the life of business. What is branding? A strong brand is invaluable as the battle for customers intensifies day by day. It is important to spend time investing in researching, defining, and building our brand. How to define brand? This is the first step in the process of developing brand strategy. By defining who our brand is, create the foundation for all other components to build on. The brand definition will serve as our measuring stick in evaluating any and all marketing materials and strategies. Determining brand's objectives. Critical to effective brand management is the clear definition of the brand's audience and the objectives that the brand needs to achieve. Focusing on target audience. The power of brand relies on the ability to focus. That is why defining our target market will help to strengthen brand's effectiveness. Discovering and crushing brand barriers. When creating our brand strategy for a product or service, it is important to perform a careful analysis to determine principal barriers that we may come in contact with. Brand packaging and identity. Branding is our identity in the marketplace, is ours saying what it should. The company image is all about the appearance of packaging. What is the company image saying to the marketplace? Standing out amid a massive chorus of competitors is a challenge for any company in today's business climate. Brand strategy. Brand strategy is nothing new, yet the expectations consumers have for a product or service they buy is stronger than it has ever been. This is why companies interested in long-term success must create the most promising, targeted brand experience possible. Brand is the alpha and omega. A brand is the sum of the good, the bad, the ugly, and the off strategy. It is our best and worst product. It is our best and worst employee. It is communicated through award-winning advertising as well as those ads that somehow slipped through the approval cracks and sank anything riding on them. The road to branding success. Building on the inherent values of a brand should be the core of any branding strategy. If they are not clear, get a good grip on them first. Is the brand about honesty or integrity? Quality? How about excellent communication and customer satisfaction? Winning brand strategies starts with top-notch research. With values set, a brand proposition is ready to be established. Objective and comprehensive branding research are the keys here. Target customer will determine the success. If it is only possible to do one body of brand research, discovers as much as possible about our target customer. What does brand promise? The brand statement, often called the brand promise or proposition, is a derivative of branding research. Promise should be golden. If the company's products and service do not live up to their brand promises, new customers will become lost customers and loyal customers might leave too. Promise should be unexpected but welcome. Do not reuse something a competitor has already promised, even if it works for our product or service, and do not be vague in trying to position the company favorably against the competitors. Hearts and minds. First, wallets. Later, creating a positive emotional association in our market for our product or service is key. Brands are among a company's most valuable assets, and smart companies today realize that capitalizing on their brands is important. Doing so can help them achieve growth objectives more quickly and more profitably. In this, we will use 11-step process to leverage the company's brands into a valuable asset that will let us charge a premium for the products and services and still retain market leadership. The steps in the process are grouped into 4 phases. Phase 1. Developing a brand vision. The vision we develop for the brand must be linked to the corporate vision and must fill a financial growth gap. Phase 2. Determining brand picture. We will learn to view the brand as the consumer views it and will discover what our brand stands for, why customers choose brand over others, and what additional needs and wants brand could fill. Phase 3. Developing a brand asset. Management strategy. Once we have developed our brand vision and brand picture, we will learn how to create a brand asset management strategy. Phase 4. Supporting a brand asset. Management culture. The purpose of this phase is to determine how to get our company to rally around the brand as an asset and make sure the strategies we recommend are implemented and measured. Communicating brand's positioning. Brand-based communications are aimed at developing and implementing the communication strategies that will help bring our brand's positioning to life. One must communicate the value of brand to target market. Next, make sure that all communications coming from the company deliver a consistent message to customers. Our advertising, public relations efforts, event marketing, and corporate sponsorships, trade and sales promotions, consumer promotion, direct marketing, and internal employee communications all must reflect the brand value, persona, and vision we have agreed on. Brand equity by itself is an intangible asset. Its development depends on associations made by other companies and consumers as well as the media. There are several factors to consider when launching a brand. First, invest time and money for the long term. Creating a brand takes time. Realize the creation and final selection of a name will not happen overnight. A brand name should be easy for target markets to remember. Also take into account that the brand logo and identifier tagline should work together to strengthen the overall image. Brand equity partners. Building brand equity requires significant effort. Brand equity can be extended to a line of products in the same product category or even to other categories. There are most examples of successful brands within the nutritional products industry. A new ingredient that exploded onto the scene about a year ago was Cognizin from Kyovo Hakko USA. Brand equity protection. Very important to brand equity is brand protection. If the ingredient or product is positioned as a premium product, it should provide dependable quality and performance. Brand audit. A brand audit is necessary before any rebranding or repositioning project can begin. We appraise our prepaid products, brand strategy, position, brand values, brand hierarchy, brand identity and touch points, name, logotype and trademarks, brand communications, external and internal, client stakeholder perception, reputation, brand repositioning. Brand repositioning is based on deep customer insight. Many organizations will ask us to reposition their brands but are reluctant to conduct the necessary customer research at the beginning of the brand repositioning process. Let us now discuss another topic, packaging and labeling. Packaging is the science, art and technology of enclosing or protecting products for distribution, storage, sale and use. Packaging also refers to the process of design, evaluation and production of packages. Packaging can be described as a coordinated system of preparing goods for transport, warehousing, logistics, sale and end use. Package labeling is any written, electronic or graphic communications on the packaging or on a separate but associated label. History. The first packages used the natural materials available at the time. Baskets of reeds, wineskins, bota bags, wooden boxes, pottery vases, ceramic amphorate, wooden barrels, woven bags, etc. Processed materials were used to form packages as they were developed. Packaging advancements in the early 20th century included Bakelite closures on bottles, transparent cellophane overwraps and panels on cartons, increased processing efficiency and improved food safety. The purposes of packaging and package labels. Diced pork in tray and film overwrap label indicates net weight, composition, preparation, etc. Packaging and package labeling have several objectives. Physical protection. The objects enclosed in the package may require protection from, among other things, mechanical shocks, vibration, electrostatic discharge, compression, temperature, etc. Barrier protection. A barrier from oxygen, water vapor, dust, etc. is often required. Permeation is a critical factor in design. Containment or agglomeration. Small objects are typically grouped together in one package for reasons of efficiency. Information transmission. Packages and labels communicate how to use, transport, recycle, or dispose of the package or product. Marketing. The packaging and labels can be used by marketers to encourage potential buyers to purchase the product. Security. Packaging can play an important role in reducing the security risks of shipment. Packages can be made with improved tamper resistance to deter tampering and also can have tamper-evident features to help indicate tampering. Convenience. Packages can have features that add convenience in distribution, handling, stacking, display, sale, opening, reclosing, use, dispensing, reuse, recycling, and ease of disposal. Portion control. Single serving or single dosage packaging has a precise amount of contents to control usage. Packaging types. Packaging may be looked at as being of several different types. Some identify a consumer package as one which is directed towards a consumer or household. Packaging may be described in relation to the type of product being packaged. Medical device packaging, bulk chemical packaging, over-the-counter drug packaging, retail food packaging, military material packaging, pharmaceutical packaging, etc. Package development considerations. Package design and development are often thought of as an integral part of the new product development process. Alternatively, development of a package can be a separate process, but must be linked closely with the product to be packaged. Transport packaging needs to be matched to its logistics system. Packages designed for controlled shipments of uniform pallet loads may not be suited to mixed shipments with express carriers. Package design may take place within a company or with various degrees of external packaging engineering, independent contractors, consultants, vendor evaluations, independent laboratories, contract packages, total outsourcing, etc. Now in the end, let us summarize what we have learnt in this lecture. Brand represents the intellectual and emotional associations that people make with a company, product, or person. Brand is a relationship, and when we are building brand, we are building relationships. Brand sponsorship allows us to increase awareness of goods and services in an atmosphere of fun. Internal brand building is an emerging practice when put in the broader context of the discipline of brand. Packaging is the science, art, and technology of enclosing or protecting products for distribution, storage, sale, and use.